What's good? It's Shigozi. It's Tuesday, January 23rd, 2018. And I was just looking at XPrize ends its 30 million race to moon without a winner. And I was looking at the propaganda to see how it was by the numbers. And let's just look at it together. So, for the millionth time, this is how you decode Jesuit order to the black and red colors, Freemasonic, Zionist Jew run propaganda from your federal government. So what is the subject of this sentence? What is the subject of this topic, of this piece of propaganda? XPrize. That is what it's about. They're ending their $30 million race to moon without a win. So you have to apply the practice of gematria. It is the practice of coding numbers behind words. It's part of Kabbalah. It is part of Jewish mysticism about God speaking the numbers into existence, combine the letter with the number, and through that language, you find further meaning into what God's thinking. And then the Zionist Jews, then, they use this knowledge to become like God, to become better than God. So applying that, then, you can start out with typing in XPrize. You see how that sums to 44, 28, 98, 64. These are the four base ciphers. X is the 24th letter, P is the 16th. Reverse in alphabetical order, A is now 26, Z is 1. You see what we're doing there. Remember how X is the 24th letter, 2 plus 4 is 6. 1 plus 6 is 7 for P. So you reduce each letter to a single digit. Likewise, you do that same thing when you reverse. And that's essentially the base of this gematria. These are the four base ciphers. So, before we elaborate on this, you want to also see then why 30 million. Why was it a 30 million race to the moon without a winner? Well, that takes a bit more study, but it doesn't take any more than 30 seconds of study. I mean, just look at who is your president. This is a turning actor, Donald Trump. You see how Saturn sums to 30. NASA, guys, NASA, SpaceX, your Zionist Jew federal government's all the same. They use them interchangeably. All control opposition, competition from the Jesuit order, which sums to 93. But anyway, Saturn, the keeper of time. So they like to do Saturnian rituals, parallel them with space propaganda. That's why Saturn sums to 42, and you see how they up this piece of propaganda at 724. So pairing 42 with 30. It's a reflective pattern. Reflections are just the same number as the same. So 42, 24, 93, 39. I mean, who's from New York? Donald Trump, the Saturnian actor. Donald Trump, 48, from New York. I'm just showing you how this works. This is the K exception. So I'll type New York again, you can see. But K is the master number. K is the 11th letter, the master number. So you don't have to reduce it. Likewise, for example, Vermont. V is the 22nd letter, 20 is the master builder number, you don't have to reduce it. If there was a 33rd letter, you wouldn't have to reduce it. So, here then, where you want to start then is the date numerology. You could have started at the way beginning too, but going back to XPrize. XPrize, remember, sums to 44. 28, 98, 64. Also, if you've been doing this research, you understand that this is the exact numbers for Israel. Israel, Thelema, Zion. So Israel on this number, okay, Israel's all coded with 39, 93. Israel, Thelema, essentially the same thing. Thelema is a cult religion from Aleister Crowley, which honors the number 93. Israel has the Knesset, for example, 93. It's one of many, many examples. New York, Little Israel, it's all the same. But anyway, that's why we have Israel, Thelema, Zion numbers in the name of this company, XPrize, with this Thelema coding, pairing it then with the 30 million, the Saturn numbers. Again, Saturn, 93, 30. So, the date numerology. All this propaganda then is coming out in date with 44 numerology. Talk about XPrize 44, the reduction, you see? NASA 35, so in a date with a life lesson number 35, they're putting out this propaganda. One more time, but this is XPrize. NASA, XPrize, they are synonyms. They are your federal government. NASA also sums to 28. I mean, you see how this works? I mean, before we even see the gematria, we already understand. They share the same gematria on top of that. Israel, 37. See? 73 reflection of NASA. So they have this Israel Saturnian trope within NASA propaganda. That's what I'm trying to expose. Space, 44. 28. See how it's all coming together? All from the Masons, Eve 26-2-17. Who gives it to you? The Freemasons. Mason. This is such a clean video. I love it. And that all builds up then, because what made me even just say, fuck it, I'm going to start recording, was this. The XPrize Foundation said in a post on its website that it did expect a winner by now, but said that none of the teams will try to launch before the March 31st deadline. We'll see that date in numerology in a second. So why they put this in quotes? But they also said this, so why couldn't they quote this? You know what I'm saying? And it added, and then they choose this. So we'll do this later too. What I'm trying to get at is they choose CNN, the Jesuit order propaganda. They select which words are coded in these quoted strings of propaganda. So then, what do we get? Did expect a winner by now. Sums to 109 in the reduction. That's the 29th prime. Masonic 29. Jewish 29. The 107th prime in the same method. I love this so much. So, in that, I want to start over. Just look at this. Again, see quoted headline? And there, they put the 107. Remember, we had Mason 17, Space 17, right? But this is really cool. In this method, that is the 28th prime number. And remember, NASA 28 in the same method. Same with XPrize. And then, using the prime number relationship, they reiterate that inside the string of propaganda. So then the March 31st deadline. So, I mean, it goes without saying, this is a planned in advance event. No, there's never going to be any prize money. There's not supposed to be anything. This Zionist Jew fake news propaganda. 113 bullshit by the numbers. So, that's also 331. 331 is the 67th prime number, Freemasonry 67. On a date with 72 numerology. Look, perfect. The deadline is on a date with a life lesson number 45. 45 is the sum of Saturn's magic square. Please, always I'll link Zach's video in the description. Always check him out. So Saturn's magic square, Saturnian sums to 45, by the way. And then I just want to see what deadline sums to. I'd never seen like a matrix 40. I see. That's why I typed it in. I was like, does deadline sum to 45 with a life lesson number of 45 as a deadline? You see how this is coming together? You're probably like, whoa, yes, this is what your federal government does. This is what the Zionist Jews, the Freemasons in high places do. That's all I can say about it. I mean, it's what they do. The Jesuit order, 72, 54, reflection of 45. See, branding this deadline. Prophecy 52, the deadline with 52 numerology. Kabbalah 52, government 52. Also that 34 numerology. March 31st. I always say, Jewish 34, branding that too. Prophecy 52, Kabbalah. It's all your federal government. Yeah, see, this is a totally different pain of so there's some other stuff there I want to work with. But I think so far so good. This video has been great. At least one of the teams, Synergy Moon, is still planning a moon mission this year. They will collaborate with a nonprofit called Space for Humanity. So before we do that, I did say I was going to do this string of propaganda, the difficulties of fundraising, technical and regulatory challenges. 333. See? 621. That's reflection of 126. If you're out 45, you get 126. 45. The same method. So you're making sure they let you know. See, this, I should not do this again. Decode with 2 windows open. I mean, but it's just this. Like, fuck what the numbers mean. I say this all the time. How is this not deliberate? 3, 3, 3, reversing alpha going and reducing. And then, without reducing, you get 9, 9, 9. It's 6, 6, 6 upside down. I mean, guys, fuck what they mean. You can see that they're putting art inside this propaganda. Again, if I was just randomly, if I just did difficulties and all this, right, and it wasn't in quotes, and you want to argue, yeah, you're just copying and pasting random parts of the article, then I completely understand. But that's not what's happening. With S exception 315, looks to me more like a 35, NASA 35. Because there's always more with these numbers. And again, they're symbols, so they clearly represent more than one thing. So I guess we could do Synergy Moon, because that's the team they're trying to... Okay, Elon Musk. Okay, we got to see from Elon Musk's birthday to the day. To the 23rd. That's a good way to end this. Synergy Moon, 46. See, sacrifice 170, 62, 46. Sacrifice numbers. And what do they say about sacrifice? At least one of the teams was still planning, Want to send people to the edge of space by the end of the year. Dredger 21. But, see, if I do that, I get confused. Okay, what's Elon Musk's birthday? See, there's so much to the code. I hope you see me jump around this sometimes. You can understand, like, what you can do. There's no particular order, although I love to say the date numerology first. Zach definitely says that too. It's his recommend, and I agree. Date numerology, my personal favorite part of this whole study, because I like how it all melds the gematria and everything else together. Elon Musk. And the thing when you see date numerology, I guess that and the span of days, it's no longer, you just put shit to a calculator. Which, the people who say that first off, I hope you understand how retarded you sound, because if I was doing this all with pen and paper, you would never use that line. 156 days from Elon Musk's birthday. Perfect. Just to get this out of the way, count the end date, 223, so you can leave the video right now. Fuck everything else I said in this video already. Just this long. 22 weeks and 3 days from Elon Musk's birthday. They're giving us this propaganda saying that XPrize is ending, they're moving without a winner. I'm pretty sure this is SpaceX, XPrize, Elon Musk. Guys, it's all your federal government. They're all actors. It's all the same to me. I'm sorry. I don't care if Elon Musk has nothing to do with this. But he does. He's an acting participant in this propaganda. So, Masonic 223, the Synagogue of Satan 223. Plenty more, too. I mean, it's NASA propaganda. It's a Masonic number right here. It's all you gotta see. 157, the 37 prime, Israel 37, NASA 73. See? Revelation 3:7. I always go back to that, but how can I not, guys? Revelation 3:7. I think there's more of that in this too. There's more I need to see. 5.6 days Society Jews 56. But let's go to what we were looking at before. That was 156 days. That is the number for false flag. But what are we talking about? We're talking about Scottish Rite Freemasonry. We're talking about NASA. For about 33, you got 156. False flag propaganda. False flag 33. False flag 156. Jewish gematria. I am teaching you something real. Why do you think I am making this completely ad-free? I'm trying my best to get these videos out the best I can. My only regret ever is not making more videos. So that's always what I, regret not doing. So we'll end it there. I think there was a lot of really nice examples and just fit under 15 minutes. But, since the beginning, I wanted to see the numbers in this piece of propaganda from Donald Trump. 820 for... Okay, I have this put out now. If you want to do this project, you can go back and watch my videos anyone's put out. I see Donald Trump and propaganda updated something 24 all the time. If you check my blog too, Saturn 42. I mean, look, at 420, 42. That's exactly what I'm talking about. I said, I cannot explain it enough. He is a Jesuit. He is a Saturnian actor, Saturn 42. He is a Freemason. He is a Zionist Jew. Zionism 42. And then the minute 23 video, Conspiracy 123. It's also 83 seconds, the 23rd prime on the 23rd day, 23 to 9th prime, we're about 90 get 42. Oh man. Illuminati 150, 150 ISIS strike. But yeah, I'm just again showing you, as we saw this all coded, you could do more propaganda. See, updated at 314, 314. What do I talk about? This gang, all it goes back to time, pi, cycles, circles.
These days,
Saturn, the keeper of time. At 12:18, December 18th, read that I get 93. You know, Saturnian day in the 88-second video. And that reminds me too, there was, well, I don't know, there's an 88-second video about Trump. 314. If you're out 22 divided by 7, you get 314. $314. 22 divided by 7 is 3.14. Going back to time, I mean, time 88 with the time connection too. 4 circles, 1440 minutes in degrees, that's 440 degrees. So they're paying time number here, the time number there. Again, a Donald Trump flavored propaganda. Chuck Schumer. I think that's his name. I couldn't imagine what else his name. Oh, guys, I just hear these names in the propaganda and I try to memorize them. You know, since I was young, they've been, you know, murmuring them left and right. So I hope Chuck Schumer is the Schumer I'm thinking of. But hey, you know, let's just find him, do his birth numerology, make it a lesson. Yep, that's him. 1 to the 23rd. See, I don't think he's been in this propaganda since like the shutdown starts and ends, and there's a lot you can do with his birthday, so we'll just do his birth numerology. You know what I mean? I like to just keep it simple. He needs to legitimately participate in some super specific piece of propaganda, then I'll do that. You know, born date with 49 numerology, Revelation 49, Jesuit 84, United States of America 84, Jewish 34, he's a Zionist Jew for sure. Look, shutdown 38. One day with 38 days remaining, a big key play in the whole thing. So I'm saying, guys, these people are born to be with these things. They use the man with 38 days remaining as the main player, him, Mitch McConnell, and that. That's all I need to see. 103 to 27 prime, Ritual 27, Revelation 27, Book of the New Testament, but Sacrifice 76. Again, being part of that show shutdown propaganda with that revelation. Perfect. You know, it really is really, really good. I really think that's a really solid birth numerology for someone participating in that type of propaganda. Prophecy, 52. Society, Jesus, 191. 56, Reflection. Government, 133. He literally is a government actor. Politician for the Democratic Party. You know, I mean, legitimate. You can't have any more perfect. That's also the 43rd prime, 191. Masonic, 43. You know, government. Who is our government? The Society of Jesus. The Zionist Jews, the Freemasons. Never ends. Chuck motherfucking Schumer. We gotta see the K exception though. That's what I'm saying, guys. If you think your federal government would not code the K exception in his name, you're asinine. You know, 61, the 18th prime, 2018, the beginning, doing this whole bullshit propaganda. Plus plenty more of that. Plenty more. And you know, I'm good we found this. We'll keep an eye out for this. They're going to code more riddles with that on. Peace out.